Alright, before I get into the movie review, I gotta talk about a few things, okay? Because I had reviewed this once already. I was gonna upload it a couple days ago, but the review is too long. And my new reviewing style, I try to get it done in like under 10 minutes, and that thing was sort of my older style of close to 20 minutes, and then there's sometimes I get 40-minute reviews, and everything's gonna be short now, so I gotta get this done quicker. The Change Up. I saw it once, hated it, despised that movie. Then, two movie reviewers that I highly respect and agree with most of the time. First, Tom Chattelbash, first movie reviewer guy that I would seek out to see his opinion on movies. He was my favorite. And I had discovered him only this year, I think. And he loved The Change Up, so I kind of was thinking maybe I should give it a second chance. And then my ultimate favorite movie reviewer as of right now, Chris Stuckman, he's pretty much my favorite because unlike Tom Chattelbash, me and Stuckman, like when I watch his videos, chances are I agree with him more times than I do Chattelbash's. But whatever, they're both my favorites and they both love The Change Up, so I decided to give it a second chance. And I kind of liked it, although I could see all the flaws with the movie. And I ended up watching it again and again and again. And now I'm in some weird freaking purgatory where I keep watching The Change Up even though I don't like the movie. Somebody help me, please. So, The Change Up. It's directed by the guy, I don't remember his name, but he made Wedding Crashers. It's from the writers of The Hangover. Some pretty good talent already. Then we get pretty likable actors. Jason Bateman. I don't think I've seen him in a bad movie besides this. He's always very likable, and he's a very funny guy. And then there's Ryan Reynolds. A guy who I think gets underrated a lot in movies. He was in Van Wilder, a movie which I think is like criminally underrated. He was great in that. Buried, his best performance ever. Smoking Aces, he was really good in. Waiting was pretty funny. I don't hate Green Lantern. It's kind of a mediocre movie, but you know what? I think they all just kind of went and hated on Ryan Reynolds and sort of blamed him for the whole movie. I think that was kind of unfair. Yeah, so Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman are pretty good. Then you get Olivia Wilde, who is really good on House, but as an actress in movies, she's kind of flailing around and not really picking the best projects. And Leslie Mann, who does a lot of comedies, and she's always very funny, and kind of hit or miss, because she could be in something like 17 Again and be okay, or like Funny People, which a movie I'm kind of on the fence about. But then she could be in something really, really awesome like Knocked Up. Basically, the plot of the movie is Ryan Reynolds is Mitch, Jason Bateman is Dave. They're friends, but they haven't really hung out lately because Jason Bateman's character works a lot and stuff, so they decide to hang out, and they end up getting drunk and pee in a fountain. And while they're doing that, they're talking about how much they wish they had each other's lives. Body switch. Let the comedy ensue, hopefully. And it does. I'm gonna try to explain how I feel about this movie. It's kind of complex because I laugh at it, but it's really stupid. The movie's basically a whole series of either gross out gags or just like vulgar humor. There's just a lot of swearing and kind of gross stuff to hopefully get you to laugh. And I laughed at maybe half the jokes, but some of them, like, it's almost a metaphor for the movie where it starts and it's okay, and then it's kind of stupid, but you laugh, then it just gets really stupid and actually it just loses you. First joke of the movie, Jason Bateman's changing his children's diapers at whatever in the morning, and his son, first off, is banging his head exorcism style on his crib. It's kind of weird, it's kind of stupid, not really laughing at that. But I'm going with, I'm like, maybe this might get funny, and then changing some diapers, and his son's butthole starts like pulsating open, and shits on his face. I laughed, but it was so stupid that it was just kind of like it's kind of, and then he shits in Jason Bateman's mouth, his son does, and that's when I just kind of went, oh. From there on, almost the movie had lost me, but it kept kind of bringing me back, like, I was against the movie, and then there'd be some jokes where I'm like, I'm okay with this movie, and then the joke just kills it again. Because then eventually there's a part where Ryan Reynolds' character is a porno actor, light porno, and so it's Jason Bateman who has to go do that, and it's like fake having sex with, I don't even know how old, she looked like an old lady, like in her late 50s almost. But anyway, he's at the Lorno, and then there's this foreign director, and that's supposed to be the joke, is that he talks like this, so it's supposed to be funny, because he's not American. That's not funny just because people are foreign. But that was kind of a joke, because then they're telling Ryan Reynolds' character, stick your thumb in lady's butthole. And he's like, I don't want to. He's like, listen, I'm not allowed on Eastern Bloc anymore, because I'm a very dangerous man. I've killed people. If you don't shove your thumb in lady's butthole, maybe an accident happens, maybe a light falls, breaks your fucking neck. Just do the scene, okay? So it's like, that's kind of joke. I was like, that's kind of funny, because that guy's, he just basically said, do it or I'm gonna. So I thought that was kind of funny, but, and then you get to it, and once he starts going, he starts saying a bunch of random shit, just like, okay, bouncing slow-mo, take the shot, let the nipple, da, da, da. Just, he was going all over the place, and since he's foreign, it sounds even funnier, supposedly. And then a dude comes in, and it turns into like a three-way where he's kissing Ryan Reynolds and stuff. And I was like, yeah. That's the one time where the joke kind of kept me going, but lost me at the same time. Because I thought it was funny, but also thought it was pretty stupid. But then there's like little jokes where right after that, Ryan Reynolds meets up with Jason Bateman, and he starts sterilizing his thumb in Jason Bateman's drink or whatever. So like little jokes like that were funny, but then the long drawn-out ones kind of lose you. The acting all around though, Jason Bateman, Ryan Reynolds, that's the main point, is like, do they capture each other's characters? I'll put it this way, Ryan Reynolds as Mitch was a dick, like extreme version of Stifler almost, or something, like even worse. And then Jason Bateman as Dave was bland and kind of boring, just, yeah, whatever. Then you switch him, Ryan Reynolds as Dave, awesome. Like, Ryan Reynolds becomes a really likable guy. Jason Bateman as Mitch, fucking asshole, like, worse, like, I hated him. And up until, like, the part near the end of the movie where they decide to change and become better people, I hate him. And that's the point of the movie, is they're going to learn to become better people by living as each other. And make a bunch of vulgar sex jokes and stuff, so yeah. I'm not going to spoil them all, because if for some reason you want to go see it, go ahead. It's pretty old, so it's like if you were going to see it, you probably would have rented it by now. So it's not like this review is going to change your opinion and be like, oh, I'll never go rent it. Because if it's on Netflix or something, it won't hurt to watch it. You only lose 2 hours of your soul. And also the co-stars. Olivia Wilde's whole character was kind of all over the place. She was just all over the place. Leslie Mann kind of doing almost the same thing she did in 17 again, where she sort of crying a lot and stuff, and she's getting confused because this whole body switch type scenario happens. So yeah, poor Leslie Mann. And then Alan Arkin's in this, and he was like literally sprinkled in the movie. Like, his subplot was horrible, because it's just a thing where Ryan Reynolds and him don't get along, so then they gotta reconcile and stuff. And it was horrible, because it was literally like, he shows up for a minute in the beginning, shows up for like a minute and a half in the middle, shows up for 45 seconds at the end. So he's in there for so little, it doesn't matter at all. I mean, there's stuff with Leslie Mann where there's a whole subplot about her and Dave, where their marriage is kind of falling apart. That's at least put in there all over the place. So yeah, Alan Arkin was really not needed. The direction though was okay. The writing was kind of terrible, but You know what? Even though that I can't stop watching it, like if I see it on Movie Central, I'll watch it. If it was on Netflix, I'd probably watch it a lot. I'll probably end up buying the Blu-ray, which just hurts to know that if I ever see it for like $10 or something on Blu-ray, I'll definitely pick it up. But I don't like this movie. It's got a lot of plot holes, bad jokes. And you know what? Just because I have some weird thing with the movie doesn't mean you should. I give this movie a D+. This is a bad movie. Steer clear. If you like raunchy comedies, watch it once. And if you like it, then that's okay. Just, for me, the writing and stuff just didn't really work. So, yeah, D+. If you like this review, like here. You can subscribe to my channel here.